Minecraft's newest enchantment update is pretty insane. Let's take a look. Our giganto-humongous tale today begins in snapshot 24W18A. This was the snapshot that first added paintings and music and a whole lot more to Minecraft 1.21. Inside of this changelog that is over 900 layers to it. Well, inside of this changelog, very technical one, there's a little bit of information about enchantments and then a whole bunch of technical noise going on. At first, I'm not gonna lie, it went right over my head. It kind of went right over our head. In the initial snapshot video, I think we had gone down into the trial chamber, did a little bit of trialing, won a little bit of rewards. All right, so how it went, we found a trial chamber, won a piece of gear, and not this gear. Bad example. Give it up for attempt number 2. Brand new enchanted gear, and what in the world is that? Is that more information? Well, my friend, yes indeed, that is more information. Here I've got my friend Little Fast. With the help of Little Fast, I can go ahead and mine the grass a little bit faster, hence the name, you get it? So that's a Little Fast. With the help of Super Fast, I go ahead and mine the grass very insanely quick. In fact, so quick it's not working, all right? The point here is the information. Tooltips for enchantments. With efficiency 1 on the shovel, I get +2 mining efficiency. Bump it up to efficiency 5, and I've got +26 mining efficiency. The interesting thing here is that this isn't going to happen with every single enchantment. However, as soon as we put an enchantment with something that it can go on inside of the enchanting table, we get the information straight up right off of the bat. Now, this is the actual one that we found basically, and yeah, we can see it's like a little TMI. Despite how all of this information might make it seem, indeed, the chestplate cannot be equipped on the boots. It's only the chest spot still, but it's information, it's knowledge, it's more than we would have ever gotten before. However, unfortunately, it doesn't go so far. With some things, like Bane of Arthropods, one that you definitely think it would have some information with it, we get nothing. A quick search of the word tooltip inside of the changelog for the massive snapshot, and we'll actually find things. So one of them is just like a bug report related to tooltip, not interesting. The other one right here is all about enchantment tooltips, tags. And this thing, backing up a little bit, is all about enchantments now being data-driven. We'll talk a little bit more about what that means specifically in a minute, but for now, it's back to the tooltips. Curses, aka bad enchantments, will be listed in red. So the TMI one is clearly not a curse. This will be fixed soon. And again, strangely enough, it's weird. There's not tooltips for everything here. Hopefully that changes. But the big thing is tooltips for one of the most mysterious things. At least to somebody new. So, of course, me and you, Minecraft the veterans, we know what the efficiency enchantment does. Of course, off the top of my head, I already knew it was +26 efficiency, right? Exactly. The tiny bit of extra information, even if it's like the smallest thing in the world, the number 26 doesn't technically matter, but even just getting a little bit more specific and detailed information, I mean, it's cool to see. We love to see it. We're clapping nonstop since the day the snapshot dropped. And speaking of the day the snapshot dropped, examples. Following that link, we're sent over to GitHub. Analyzing the information that has since popped up on screen, we see the word data pack. That's a big hint. Now, Slice Lime, if you're out of the loop, maybe didn't know somehow. Well, Slice Lime is a Minecraft developer. Official stuff here. We'll go ahead and set ourselves up a new world, open the pack folder, and inside of it, drop that enchantment pack. Enchantments, demo world, and move it on over. Create new world, yes. Now, first things first, I'd like to get it out of the way that these are example enchantments, not actual upcoming content. This is just messing around. This is basically meant to just be a tool to show off what is possible. Inside of the menu, boom, boom, and sure enough, boom, boom comes up. Now, a boom, boom, I guess from this point on, it's up to us to figure out what in the world boom, boom could actually mean. You know how it goes, always the way to check what enchantment goes on what is in survival. We go ahead and drop this inside of the enchanting table, put different things in here, and see what happens, and I'm not really seeing any thing happening. And just when I spoke too soon, I spoke too soon. Bow plus boom boom 3 equals, well, bow with boom boom 3. And so there I was, armed with none other than the boom boom bow itself, over at the local Minecraft village with an arrow and a bow in the inventory. Nothing else, so go ahead and just check things out, and sure enough, boom boom is definitely boom booming the land all over the place. The poor cows, I'm so sorry about this. Minecraft farmer villager, you better move. The idea of running around above a Minecraft village with a bow that is shooting arrows that explode when they hit a block, I mean, that's fire. Oh, and speaking of fire, the day is finally here. With these diamond boots on and nothing else, I can go ahead and walk clean over this lava, and voila, just like that, no big deal. Goodbye, lava. I think it's gone for good now. In fact, yeah, it's definitely gone for good. Don't put it near the lava farm. This is big, and like big for a couple of different reasons. Galaxy Brain, what in the world? So the day that the snapshot dropped, I actually didn't even realize that this data pack was out. I know Galaxy Brain is a sword enchantment. What is it doing though? Hey, I look the same. I feel the same. I attack something. I think that feels the same. Is that actually for swords? So the cool thing about GitHub, or really just diving into the files in general, is you can find the specific code that goes into it behind it, and therefore figure out like what it actually goes on and what it actually does. Aha. It's giving me way more experience. You know, I don't know how I didn't notice that one off the bat. It's pretty obvious. Diminishing's a pretty fun one. We're gonna go ahead and put this on a helmet, and just like that, we get a little bit of information. When this thing is on a helmet, go ahead and equip it, and voila, we're absolutely tiny, smaller than a normal block, which means if I could find a spot like this, maybe right here, walk right into it, oh, no big deal. I'm hiding from all of the dwellers, all of the whatever I want to hide from. I'm tiny. And then finally, for the last of Mr. Lime's enchantments, we get fragility. Fragility is pretty straightforward. Unfortunately, if something is cursed with fragility, well, it's more fragile. That'll mean that on a random chance with fragility, unfortunately, your item might take a little bit more damage than it normally would. It's an interesting idea. Or really, to be honest, all of these are interesting ideas. What do all of these things have in common? Well, they're all data-driven and done entirely with data packs. So this is interesting. The technical updates that covered the entire 1.20.5 update and then apparently are stretching into Minecraft 1.21. I mean, these things are insane. They're making it possible to do things that you could have never done before with a simple data pack and making it easier to do too. Flashback rewind back to Minecraft Live last year, 2023. At Minecraft Live, one of the developers said, I believe it was Agnes, that they are currently working on tools to speed up development process, and bingo, exactly right there. I don't know for sure, I'm not a developer, but this sure does seem like a much easier, sped up way of adding enchantments to the game. With this new system of data-driven enchantments in the game, for 1.21, aside from tooltips, it maybe doesn't mean too much, but for the future, I mean, this means everything. 100%, the technical updates in the previous update were probably ways to speed up development tools. 120%, this is absolutely one of them. And so there I was, checking out the ad-riddled land of Planet Minecraft. Create me up a brand new Minecraft world, and wait a second, what in the world is this? A small shrine. And furthermore, a small shrine with a reminder to tap like. Aha. And then taking a look at these right here, diminishing. Wait a second, that's a little bit familiar. Go ahead and put this on my helmet, and sure enough, I'm absolutely tiny again. Super small. Small is fun, but how about on the flip side? Go ahead and put this other helmet on, and just like that, instead of being 1 or 2 blocks tall, excuse me, I am now doubled in size. I'm much taller and bigger than ever before. This is gonna make my survival experience insanely different. Like, chopping down one of these giant trees, I mean, it's still gonna be a slow process, but maybe now that I can already reach the leaves, it'll be sped up just a little bit. Now, beautifully, all of this size-changing wonderness that's done with enchantments apparently super easily. Well, all of this is actually all thanks to some of the changes that were made after the 2023 April Fool's snapshot. You know, all that scale modification business we were talking about. Alright, so back to normal size for just a second. Go ahead and put that helmet on. Now I have 2 different pairs of boots. One of them right here has an enchantment called Bound Gravity on, which means, unfortunately, because of all those attribute modifiers that were added to the game a while ago, I can no longer jump. However, if I put these ones on with Unbound Gravity, well, jumping, no big deal. I can go ahead and jump and just glide up. Now, let's say I maybe want to go ahead and actually modify my experience extremely, so I'm bigger and I have a better jumping. Now I can just go ahead and jump clean up to the top of the trees, or almost to the top of the trees. 2 shots, no big deal. But yeah, I can go ahead and use this Unbound Gravity enchantment right here to just change how I'm jumping, all in, well, it's not vanilla Minecraft, but it's no mods. Long story short, all of the changes that the devs have been making these past, like, year or so now. Well, this is all amazing, not only for us, the community, but also probably for the developers as well. It's easier to add enchantments than ever before. You can modify things crazier than ever before. And I mean, I just can't wait for the future. Ayo, side note, check out some of these enchantments. I'm using this data pack, but it seems like this data pack might have borrowed a little bit from Sly Slime, so, This little update might not look like much right now, but I guarantee it, this could revolutionize the world of Minecraft. Easier to add enchantments with a little bit of information. What do you think about it all? Let me know down below. Tap that like button and subscribe. Down below in the description are all of the links that you need in your life, including none other than the legend himself's channel, Slice Line. Huge thank you to my patrons, The Duke, Pixie Phantom, Awkward Burb, Deb K, and Faithful Grimoire. Tap join if you want to support the channel directly for some cool benefits, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.